Oh, Valentine's Day. Sometimes referred to in the United States as Discount Chocolate Eve, a personal favorite holiday of mine. Look, let's talk about it, right? For some of you, you're single. Others, you're going through a breakup and you're not emotionally available. No matter what the case may be, Valentine's Day for so many people is a problem. Now, it's funny because what a lot of people will do when they're in relationships is they'll question the validity of the holiday itself. Valentine's Day, why worry about it? It's just another day invented to sell chocolate and flowers and I don't even need no man. We're doing Galentine's Day this year. Am I right, ladies? The only men we need is Ben and Jerry, if you catch my drift. But, my friends, the non-trolling version of me understands that this is going to be a really difficult day for most of you. So, let's talk about it. Look, on Valentine's Day, we have so many thoughts, particularly of reaching out to our ex. This is an impulse brought on by the holiday itself. Really, it's no different than Christmas or New Year's Eve or anything like that, or maybe even a birthday. We think that we need to reach out to let them know, I'm thinking of you. This is something that I offer to you to let you know that I am thinking of you, and secretly or not so secretly, I hope that you're thinking of me. But in reality, you have to remember that your ex is a human being, and of course they're going to think about you on a holiday dedicated almost entirely to the overconsumption of chocolate and love. It's only human. I mean, I haven't been in first grade in years, and I can still remember my first grade teacher's name, and so if that's the case, I'm pretty sure that your ex can remember you, the person they were with for months to years. But I do understand how scary it can be, because for many of you, you're not going to hear from your ex. And if you do, you can use that as an opportunity as long as the context is correct. In other words, they're not reaching out about some type of business. They're just reaching out to say, hey, happy Valentine's Day, I was thinking of you. Sure, you can use that opportunity to ask them out, and if they say yes, great. Set a definite day, place, and time. Go have fun. If they say no, okay, no problem. Give me a call if you change your mind. We're not in the business of trying to sell ourselves to somebody who's not buying. It doesn't work, it doesn't make sense, and all it does is make you feel powerless. You know, it's said that the quickest way to unhappiness is to focus on what you don't have. And Valentine's Day is a holiday, like we said, devoted entirely to chocolate and love. And so many people, even people who aren't going through breakups, maybe many of you are healed, but you're single, and maybe you've been focusing a lot on the fact that you're single. And I'm here to tell you, that's okay. Being single is part of life. And I would encourage you to view being single on a holiday like Valentine's Day as not a punishment or some sort of curse. Instead, let it be an opportunity for you to revisit and remember and reinforce how wonderful of a person you really are. Look, if you're not in a relationship, that means you're not in the wrong relationship. And so many of us can stay in relationships that are no good for us simply because we're trying to get away from the one person we most needed to love, which is us, ourselves. It was Sadhguru who said, if you're uncomfortable being alone, then you must be in bad company. And there's so many traumas that we put up with growing up. There's so many times where we weren't hugged enough or complimented enough or told that we were valuable enough or heard I love you enough, didn't have enough physical contact. So many different reasons that form our attachment style. And what's more is that it forms our self-limiting beliefs. The negative things that we believe about ourselves, even though maybe we don't even really have any evidence. Or what's more is maybe because we believe those things about ourselves, we act on the belief, thus creating the evidence. But ultimately, spending time with yourself and addressing those issues that you have within yourself. Maybe it's that you think you're overweight. Maybe it's that you feel like you have no friends or no skills. Maybe you need to get in touch with your spirituality. Maybe you just wish you were a little more charismatic. But another person is not going to come into your life and solve those things for you. What we need to do is spend time with ourselves so that we can address those things. And in turn, those problems will resolve because we're addressing them in a full manner rather than just hoping they go away. Now, being single on Valentine's Day, thinking about your ex on Valentine's Day, these are completely normal human reactions. And so, as I usually do, I want to take a moment to just validate you and how you feel. This strikes me as totally emotionally appropriate. I got broken up with. I'm not happy about that. And it's Valentine's Day. Who wouldn't think about their ex on Valentine's Day? That seems completely normal. Now, obviously, that statement is dedicated to those of you who are going through a breakup that's more recent. For many people, they're pretty much over their ex, and really, it just has more to do with being single and kind of feeling bummed out. Again, completely understandable. I just want you guys to remember that this is an opportunity to love you, to buy you chocolate, to remember that you are the body that carries the mind, and the wonderful soul that is receiving this message at this moment. Guys, life is going to be tough sometimes. But it's okay. How you feel is all right, as long as you continue to get up and move forward in your personal life. But little setbacks are going to happen, and I think Valentine's Day is going to be one of those setbacks. And if you feel perfectly fine, great. Buy yourself some chocolate, kick back, turn on Netflix, or challenge yourself even a bit more. Do something out of your comfort zone that makes you feel uncomfortable because it's good for you. I decided to release this video a day early so that all of you could prepare yourselves. Here are a couple of things that I suggest that you absolutely should do on Valentine's Day that I think will help mitigate some of how you're feeling. So the first thing I want you to do, as soon as you wake up, is open up a journal and write down 15, maybe 20 things that you're grateful about. And I mentioned this in a previous video quite recently, and I think it's going to be especially important to do on Valentine's Day when so much of the focus is called towards something that we may not have in our life at this moment. But if we can focus on things that we are very thankful that we do have, it tends to brighten your mood. After you journal, I'd love for you to go for maybe a 30-minute walk, and then treat yourself to your favorite breakfast or maybe lunch. Or, if you're trying to do life on hard mode, I'd like to invite you all to do a Valentine's Day fast with me. That's right, folks, I'm not going to eat a single thing on Valentine's Day. However, the next day all bets are off. I'm going to be annihilating each piece of chocolate I can find, so sorry, the six-pack will have to wait. Friends, self-love is not always easy, and I would never pretend that it is. But what I would say is that there's so much positivity that you can bring into your life just by making the effort. Over the next day or two, I imagine that you're going to hear different ideas from different content creators, typically in this context, that are going to have many suggestions in terms of reaching out or the 90 signs that your ex is actually secretly missing you and wanting to contact you on Valentine's Day, but they won't because they're scared, and so you have to do it for them. And I would just ask yourself, is that something that the version of me that loves myself would do? Because I am worth a phone call. I am worth a text. And the simple truth of it that none of us want to embrace, because it's hard at first, is if somebody wants to spend time with you, they're going to make an effort to see you. If they don't want to spend time with you, they're going to blow you off, they're going to flake, they're going to ignore you, and they're just not going to pay much attention to you. And that's okay, because that is not a condition of who you are. And on this Valentine's Day of 2021, I'm asking you to prove to yourself what a wonderful creature you are. Prove it to yourself by doing difficult things. It's so backwards, but I would encourage you to think of it like this. When you're sitting at a table as a kid, maybe 6 years old, and a plate of vegetables is put in front of you and you tell your parent, guardian, caretaker, whatever, I don't want to eat those. I hate broccoli. Broccoli's gross. And they say, well, you need to eat it because it's going to make you big and strong. And of course, you engage in the war of the broccoli, the great broccoli war of 2021, where this person is telling you, you have to do this. It's good for you, even if you don't want to. And it's no different these days. It is your inner child versus your inner parent. On Valentine's Day, I'm asking to let the parent win. And I guarantee, if you do, you will feel and be better for it. The simple truth is that you'll never regret personal work. You'll never think, gosh darn it, if only I didn't work on myself. Gah, curse Rory from the love chat, how dare he, the bastard. You just won't. There it is. So, yeah, you might feel lonely on Valentine's Day. You might feel lonely any day of the week. And we are so lucky to have a wonderful community of people. I mean, I got really lucky. I have a wonderful community of people. And we have got to be one of the most supportive and least toxic communities on YouTube easily. So we would love it if you join us on our Discord, which is a free messaging app, and the link is in the description below if you decide to join us. And just remember that it's okay to feel lonely. In fact, I would argue it's even a little healthy. Happy means nothing without sad. Up has no concept without down. And together means nothing without apart. My friends, this Valentine's Day, eat your broccoli. It's good for you. I'll talk to you all next time.